Hello, everybody. Welcome to Studio 36, where we explore the world in real life and virtual skies. And today, I think I'm going to go over to London, only because I want to test out something on the Pilatus, on the PC12. And if you're watching, I'm going to actually go through or try to do a steep landing. Problem is, I always forget which airport it is. There's not too many of them. A steep approach. It helps if I get to the right country, huh? Is this it? No, that's not it. Let me see something. Is this it? I think this might be it. Yeah. All right. There we go. So this airport, London City, is one that has a steep approach. And by that, the slope is at a 5 degree versus the usual 3 degree. Let's go in here and take a look just to verify. So we'll pull up the chart for London, approach. Let's see what it is. And there we go. 5.5 degrees. Ooh, that's your steep approach. So the Pilatus, I know the PC24 has it, but the PC12 should have it also. There's a setting where you can prep for a steep approach when you do your iOS. And I'm going to show you how to do it, or at least where the setting is. Runway 27, okay. But we're going to do a nice little flight there. Let's add some excitement to it versus doing a straight in flight. Let's see if we can part here. It's only 4 minutes. Oh, yeah, first up. Oh, no, we'll come back. We'll do that later. Where's this? Oh, come on, render. Let's go right here. 12 minutes. Oh, we could do it a little bit longer than that, to be honest. Ooh, let's try this. Let's do. I'm gonna take a look at this. Is that the runway? Okay. Ooh, I'm down for it. Let's do that. Departure, 22 minutes. That's not bad. And you know what? Nah, I want to make it a little bit longer. Make it worth that time. We'll do a low flight. There we go. All right. So we will depart, fly over the water, fly over here. I actually wanted to fly over the land, to be honest. So let's do this. Let's toss in a waypoint. We'll add it. And there we go. And just like that. And let's add in a little bit more. Where's that? Right there. Yeah, let's fly over this area. Down in Market. And, all right, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Let's go ahead and make some changes. We're going to do an auto. We're going to go in here, change VFR pattern straight out. And then we'll go down here. These are waypoints that we just added. And I'm going to go here. We're going to runway 27. I need to go back up. Change. I'm going to do ILS. Direct. Change. Switch it to IFR. Send to both. Hit OK. And now let's see what we have going on. There we go. That's much better. All right. And because I want to do a little bit more sightseeing before I land, we'll go over to Ipswich. Yes, we can. Or let's go to water. What is this water? It's like a little community. Where's the next? What is this? All right, let's let it render. It's a little community, but we'll see. All right, let's do Ipswich. We'll add. There we go. And it switched back to the thing again. Oh, goodness. ILS, direct, change, switch to IFR, send to both. And now we should be good. Okay. Yeah, we'll make this a little interesting. So we're going to take off here, EGWP, this little airstrip. Oh, why is it going across the water? I didn't want to go across the water. It's boring. Can I only add so many waypoints? Is that the problem? Add. And then it only lets me do ILS. Well, that's boring. Unless maybe I'll do a last minute ILS change in the sky. All right, forget it. We'll go ahead and do this. Look at these. Yikes, this is a mess. So 9,000. Looks like we're going to be about 9,000. That should be okay. Auto. Send again just to be certain. And I'm going to actually do live weather. Let's do that. Weather. But I'm going to change the time. I don't want to do it at night. I don't want to do it too late in the evening. How about that? All right, so we're going to do that, and then and it still has this. I thought I switched this back to iOS. iOS direct. No, I didn't even have direct. I had this. Change. Switch to IFR. Switch. And then send. Now we're at 39 minutes for the same deal. Whatever. All right, let's just get going. I like to start on the runway. There's no point. Or for me, I'd rather spend my time setting up the plane versus starting. So. Ooh, this is going to be tough. Why is it going to be tough? Because I like to make all my flights challenging by adding customers or passengers. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and add passengers. Max the sucker out. 6 at 200. Ooh, we're just under the weight. Load immediately. There we go. Want to add a little bit of cargo? Yeah. We'll give everybody, what do we got, 6? We'll give everybody 50 pounds. So let's go ahead. Let's get you at 300. All right, load. Okay. And let's see something else. Probably look at this. Oh, so this tells you if you're going to be able to take off or not. Looks like not, but we're going to do it anyway. We're here now. All right, we're going to see if we're going to cheat a little bit. Pull this back. We're going to need every bit of this runway. We still might not make it. Or every bit of this field. In fact, we're going to start on the street. Hoping the cars come before we get it up in the air. And give me one moment to get the codes for you. All right, where I say we're going. EGWP. And we're going to go to EGLC. Guess I should know that one by now. EGLC. Look at that. Let me just start here. A couple of things always get mixed up. Let's get our overlay. I like to have that going. And we need to get our, whatchamacallit. Although I guess I could do this in the sky, huh? Yeah, let's do that. We will go ahead and get auto throttle armed. I'm gonna hit that, but I know it's not gonna do anything just yet. And add altitude. I think I said 9,000. We might not even go that high. 9,000% for a moment. Flight level change. And we'll get the VNav going. We have that. Have navigation on standby. Heading. Let's look in the sky. Head that direction. Yeah. And approach. No, we don't need to have bank or anything like that right now. Alright, so all the stuff that we're looking for is going to be here. So if you are using the Pilatus, just click this, click page, avionics, and should be under miscellaneous, I think. And nope, it's not there. Yes, steep approach. Yeah, there we go. So that's what we're going to find. For now, we're going to get up here and let's get in some important data, which is why I added the passengers. So, fuel passengers, we have 6. And just in case you want to see how this is done, 6 passengers, enter. Average passenger weight, which we did at 200. And fuel, you could just hit enter. And then cargo, we set at 300. Enter, and now we're okay with that. We come up to the screen and we hit compute. Alright, and it's doing what it needs to do. Alright. Here are rotate speeds. Or V speeds, whatever. Okay. This is it, people. I think that's enough of all the other stuff. Flaps. We will need to have the flaps a little bit less aggressive. Flaps. About 15. Oh. Just trying to get up to speed. Flaps. Hopefully we pay attention to those V speeds because we're just going to wing it. Come on, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Alright, wheels up. Still climbing. Go ahead and put the flaps. It's nice and smooth so far. And let's go ahead and activate autopilot. Go ahead and get the nav. Okay, I think it's already ready for the nav. Flight level change, 9,000. Although, look at those skies, I may not go that high. Let's see what they're saying. Alright, so we need to change Q and 1,400 feet. 17,000? No, we're not going 17,000, I can tell you that. But heading 210, resume home. QNH 1017. Alright, if you ever want to know how to do that inside the Pilatus, this is how you do it. So there is, right now, we're at 302 inches, but we need to get that to QNH. Let me just start over from scratch. You go here, click this little button, this is how you access the menus, then you click page. Go to avionics, and then this first screen, and then click this. Now HPA, if you go up here, you should see the HPA, and that's your, whatchamacallit. I think they said 107. Yeah, 1017, so we're okay. I don't think I want to go that high. I don't want to go up in the sky. Alright, anyway, we'll let that go. Now, let's go ahead and do some work before we sit back and enjoy the flight. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and put in our localizer. Alright, 1115. So on a PC, on a Pilatus 12 and 24, you can put it in here, just using the dials. Down, 1, 5, and a swap. You can also put it in here. So you just go down to this screen, hit nav, and just type in whatever. So I'll just do it here just to show 111, and you don't even have to do the decimal. 1, 5, and then hit enter. Now, there it is. So that's a way to do that. The other thing we want to take a look at on the PC is where we need to be when it's time. We need to be at 3,000, but our glide slope is going to intersect at 2,000, so we need to be at 2,000, and that's where we're going to do that steep approach. We're going to get that set up in a moment, and then we'll set our minimums at 4. Honestly, I never know which one of these to choose, so I always just choose the last one. 460. 460 looks like barrel. Alright, and then it's fuel quantity. I just clear that. That only happens because I do I don't do the unlimited fuel. Let's take a look outside for a moment. And there we go. There's the navigation automatically doing its thing. Alright, it's probably going to be a little choppy, but we'll be alright. It's a good way to test the autopilot, see how good it can handle. So we're not going to enter our barrel just yet, our minimums. No need to. And is there anything else we need to do right now? Oh, I see a problem. So if you ever had this discontinuity, I don't like saying that word. Let's do something. Let's get the full page. You need to take that out, otherwise you're gonna have issues. Delete that waypoint. Hit activate. There we go. I'm glad I took a look at that. That definitely would have been a problem. Also like to click this so I can see my profile. Change it up. We'll zoom in a little bit. This will come in handy later. Alright. I think we're good right now. Let's take a look from outside, see how everything's going. This is the Pilatus PC-24. I think the Pilatus planes are some of the most stable planes in the sim. Of course, now I say that, watch this sucker fall right out the sky. 'Does anybody know how I can fix that? For the air traffic control. And if you're just joining, welcome to Studio 36. This is a channel where we explore the world in real life and virtual skies. I'm going to actually put up some information in a moment. I'm trying to decide if I want to fly a little bit lower and actually see some of the landscape. $17,000. They want me to go to 17,000. I don't really want to. Should I do it? You know what? Let's see something. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. So, let's see if we can request that cruising altitude decrease. I want to see where they are. Probably want me at 17 to get over the clouds, but who knows. Climb the main 2,300 feet. Oh, that's what I'm fancy. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Alright, so if we want to go ahead and climb, do what the tower says, we'll go ahead and change our dial to 17,000 and we hit flight level change. I like to do flight level change. It It is an auto throttle, so it's going to do everything on its own. All right, come on, PC-12. Let's see what you can do. There's that airspeed decreasing. Oh, we're down to 177. This isn't looking good. 63. Oh, shoot. I hit the wrong button. 44. Yeah, screw that. I'm not going to 17,000. That's ridiculous. Not for what I'm trying to do. Alright, let's go back down. Matter of fact, we're going to go down to 8,000. Alright, looks good, looks good. And if anybody is on a PlayStation, the codes are on the screen if you'd like to join. Taking a trip over to London where I am going to demonstrate a steep approach. So, other than that, if you wouldn't mind, do me a favor, hit the like button for me, just to help me out. I'm new at all this stuff, all the streaming, flight, everything. You can probably tell by the subscribers I don't have. But anyway, I said I was going to go ahead and get it set up. So, to get this ready for steep approach, you would need to go back to that sub menu that I mentioned. It's right here, but I'll just do it again just in case. So you're going to click this little menu, click this one. Both of these are mislabeled, by the way, so if you get confused, just click either one, it doesn't matter. Click avionics, and then FCS, and then let me see if I can get in real close so you can see it. It says steep approach. Steep approach. You want to click this to enable it. Once you do that, it'll show on the screen steep approach active, and I believe it shows up here. It shows somewhere else too. I can't. I think it'll show it once we get ready. Once we get to that point. All right. So we're at 9,000. Let's take a look at our plan. So this is where we are now. We're at 9,000. We'll get another 9,000. Looks like we might descend. I don't know. Anyway, 9,000. Speed is going to be 210. The amount of time we should be in that section. So once we get to these points, we'll be busy. We just need to focus really. And 16. And then missed approach, hopefully we won't need that. Play around with some of this stuff. Give a close up on the plane. Close. everything looks good. Now let's walk through the plan. Oh shoot! You know what? I got to tell everybody to put the seat belts on. No smoking. Forgot to turn on landing lights. Okay, they're already off. Oh goodness. I like that. Where's my what's my car? Okay. Alright, let's go back here and see what's going on with our passengers. Okay. Everybody's looking well behaved. These are actually best 2 seats in the house. Look how much leg room they have. Hope y'all paid a premium for that. In fact, let's take a look out the window. Let's see, does any of this stuff work on the Pilatus? Yeah. Let's get the table out. What else? Is that it? Oh, cabin lights. Sure. Shades if you want. Too bright on that side. Oof, that's not right on. Breaking that sound off of it. Alright. You have a table? Oh yeah, you do. What about you? I don't think you have a table, do you? What is this? Do not remove cover in flight. Do not open door when engine's running unless in emergency. I have the urge to open this. That was the first time I've ever noticed that. We should have all these tables put away when we go to land, but I have a feeling we're not. So be careful. USB port? Oh, this is. Where's the bathrooms? Alright. So 4. Alright. So we're going to be making another turn, and I like this because it's very easy to read on the screen. So I'll let you know this waypoint. Do that. If we were decreasing our increasing or decreasing our speed, an indicator would pop up on the screen and let us know if we're going to make it by that waypoint. And you'll see that a little bit later on. As a matter of fact, when we get to this waypoint here or segment, we're going to drop from 9,000 to 6,000. You'll see the marker I'm talking about. If you're not familiar with it. If you are, then you already know. But, yeah. There's the turn. Nice and smooth. Ever so slight. It's doing pretty good with holding speed. Wait, why am I at 10,000? I thought I was at 9,000. Let's take a look, see what's going on. Oh, 7,000. Let's listen. I'm gonna go ahead and drop to 7,000. Why I'm so high. One of the other things I like to do. Oh, you know what? Let's stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Let's go 9,000. Flight level change. All right. One of the things I like to do in the Pilatus is click this on this panel. Click this nav1. That gives you an audible indicator when you're close to the localizer. So as you get close, it'll start beeping, and it's actually going to beep this code. So this little Morse code is going to beep just like that. And so that's how you know if you're close to it, and you can go ahead and hit the approach button, provided you're somewhat lined up. And then, of course, it'll do the rest of the lining for you. Okay, so we're holding at 9,000. Please expedite to 17,000. It's insane. So we're not doing that. They'll probably get upset and just cancel the whole flight plan. Oh well. Yep, there's a shade that was closed. All right, and once again, we'll take a look at our plan. So as you can see, we're over sort of in this area. We're eventually going to come around, and it'll show this little chart. 3,000, 2,000. Check these so many times. And I still mess up. Alright. So we're actually right here. So we're going to do a series of turns coming up, which is very odd, but we'll eventually straighten it up and go straight in to the runway. But I don't mind the turns, it's good to watch the nav float. So coming up on our first waypoint, or our next one, our first one, our next one. And 260. I don't know why it speeds up from 210 to 263. But there we go. There's the PC-24. I'm sorry, PC-12. is Can 5 up there. All right, let's go inside. You know what? Let me also show you how to, if you don't know, how to find your checklist. So we'll just go ahead and click page again. We're already on the screen, but again, click here. It's usually default, to be honest. Go prepare checklist. Normal. Before takeoff, after takeoff. Let's take a look at it just so clear up. Yeah, we did that. We did the yaw damper. I'm going to make this quick because we got some turns coming up. Intercept off. I don't even know what that means. I'm just clicking anywhere. We did flaps, we did our landing lights and all that stuff. So we're okay with that. I hope. Before landing. Does anybody know what this means? Intercept on? I don't know what that is. Landing gear. DN3 green. I don't know what that means, but we'll get it down. Autopilot, goddamn, disconnect. Ready for shutdown. Okay. Steep approach is active. Okay. There's another turn. Now remember, this is supposed to be live weather. What I am going to do, because it looks kind of blah outside right now, I am going to change the time of day. Let's get it early in the morning, so we maybe get some early lights too. Hopefully. It's not too bright for early lights. Or should I do evening landing? Huh, what do you think? There we go. There we go. Let's get some lights going. Nice. Back there somewhere. Okay, enough playing around. So now here's what I'm going to do. Again, whether it's right or not, I have no idea. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go back. I know I looked at this a million times already, but we're at 2,000. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and drop this down to 2,000. Right? 2,000. And I'm going to leave it there. Actually, I like to do one below. So 1900, and I'm going to just leave it alone. And I believe sometimes, it doesn't always work, the VNAV will kick in and it should start to descend on its own, and it'll do its calculation. So but just in case it doesn't, we will watch it very closely. And I like to see the full flight plan, so I'm going to get rid of that. Extend that page. So we see the full plan. So we're at 9,000. We're actually going to make another turn. There we go. Scenic flight. I should probably go ahead and turn on the landing lights just so I don't forget. We're gonna be coming in soon, so landing lights on. Let's go check them out. Wait, what is it? Turn away? Oh, whatever. On that, I'm getting nervous because we should now be ready to start going down to 6,000. So this phase of the flight, to be honest, I spend more time looking at the instruments than I do everything else. So, okay, we're still at 9,000. Oh, okay. So we won't hit. Oh, there we go. It's doing it on its own. Automatic. There it is. And the reason I know is so we have the vertical speed now down to -800. And then there's that indicator I was telling you about earlier. It's going to try to get us down to 6,000. That indicator will let us know if we're going to be at 6,000 by this by that marker. So right now, here's the indicator, and it's past this waypoint. So probably won't, but it's okay because for the next 2 segments we'll be at 6,000. So it's fine. So that lets me know the vertical nav is working. Woohoo! Finally. Yeah, there you go. Altitude hold is off. Vertical nav is going. It's on the V path. Ah, perfect. Lots. Best planes on here. And it should take us down to 6,000. Let's hope it stops at 6,000. It doesn't go all the way down to 1,900. That'll be a problem. Yeah, this flight's going pretty smooth. I might have to upcharge my passenger. Oh shit. Oh, that's the one shit. Oh shoot. I'm trying to get used to flying this without using the brackets. Although we're, bracket. I hope. Okay. Here's our path. Here's the plane. We're gonna come down. Looks like it'll be what? Is that ILSR? Is that gonna be our? Yeah, LSR. There we go. There it is. All right. Will we stop at 6,000? We stop at 6,000. Somebody give me a like. Got a lot riding on this. No, I was supposed to be putting up some information about where we're going. I'm so caught up in the flight. Looks nice though. So although we are much lower than the system, I think we're okay. And we should be ready to make another turn for our waypoint. And I think At this point, we should be getting lined up. 7, 600, 550, 450, 400. I'm looking at the number here. There we go. All right, we're holding this 6,000. Come on, people, give me a like. That's pretty slick for a guy that doesn't know what he's doing. All right, so that's how you got it. That's how you do it with your VNAV. Anytime you have your VNAV, just go ahead and set the lowest point. Make sure VNAV is operated, is active, or not active, but on. And let it do its thing. Okay. The next should be 5,000. So once we pass this next waypoint, it should start to descend to 5,045, and then of course 4,000, and then it'll go all the way down to 2,000, because remember I set it for 2, and then at 2,000 we should be ready to hit the approach. Actually, before that, let's see what tower is. We're not doing any of this. I do need the QNH stuff, if you told me. Okay, where are we? A little bit closer. It doesn't look like we're lined up though. What's up with that? Let's go over here. Do I need to, will we go over one more time? No, that's it. So this is it. Alright people, this is it. Let's go ahead and get the let's go ahead and get our minimums set. So 460, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I like to use this screen over here because of the placement of the knob. It's going to show here. So here's the knob for it. We'll go 460. Numbers right here, just in case you're trying to follow along. Keep going, rolling it till we get to 460. Okay. The other thing I do need is the altimeter setting. So since they haven't told it to me yet, I'm gonna just go and take a look at it. I guess I could just did this. Altimeter. Alright, and looks like our VNAV is doing its thing again. And how do we know that? Well, a couple ways. We have the vertical speed right here in the corner. It's negative 1150 right now. It's kind of steep, so it's getting down there. We also have our profile. So this is why I like to have that going. This lets me know what's going on with the plane as far as the altitude profile. And here we go right here. This tells us our next one is going to be 4,000. So the vertical path, we're eventually going to get up to 4,000. And then as we get closer, we should start to hear. I better go ahead and get too fast for the flaps. As we get closer, I should start to hear the sort of Morse code, the localizer. And we probably won't need to put down our flaps until we get to 3,000, because at 210, it's a little too fast in this point. Oh, there we go. We're here almost at 4,000 again, vertical speed. Down in the corner, negative 1100, and look at it. And it just pulled up on its own. Nice, 4,000. So far, people, I'm just looking at all the devices. I'm not actually activating the flight control. again, you'll see it looks like right here we're going to start our steep descent, that little section. Oh, okay, our speed is at 185. I don't know if I want to put down. I'm going to go and do. Oh, never mind. Still too fast for flaps. I don't know. Oh, I guess I can just look here, right? Flap speed. Okay. What else do we have? So we have our minimum set. Still don't know what the QNH is. Waiting for them to let me know. I don't know why they're not telling me. Should have already had it by now. I don't see it anymore. Oh, there we go. 1017. Good, we're already set. Alright, that's all I was looking for. Alright, and just one more time, you'll see our profile. So when it's pink like that, that lets us know we are we're flying according to the plan. And so here's our indicator where we should be at 3,000. Looks like we're okay. And we should start hearing that localizer soon. I think is that this IF? I forget what the IF stands for. But I think maybe once we get to that point. Okay, but so far everything looks good. We're on vertical navigation again, so it's doing something again. Is it going to take us down to 3,000? Vertical nav. We're at 850. Nice. And auto throttle has been on this entire time, so it's been running pretty smooth. And again, if you're joining us, we're in the Pilatus PC-12, and we're going to try to demo a steep approach going into London. We have a 5.5 degree slope, whereas most of them are 3, maybe 3.5, 3.2. So we'll see if we can do that without damaging the plane and losing passengers. Fingers crossed. This is it. Feel like we're lined up. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and hit it. Let's go ahead and hit the approach. I didn't hear the symbol, but there we go. So there's a glide slope, steep approach is active. I'm gonna go ahead and let my flaps down. There's the runway right there. I'm gonna do another flaps. I'll probably overspeed. I'm gonna get my gear down. A little late on our flaps and the gear, but we'll be okay. All right, people, here we go. So flying at a little bit of an angle, so that's the wind. All right, the engine's going down quite a bit. Steep approach approach. Oh, let me show you real quick. So right here on the screen, you'll see where it says the glide slope. It also has steep. So that lets you know your steep approaches. All right, here we are. Got our flaps. Oh shoot, I thought I had them full. Flaps are 40. So far, it's all autopilot. I'm standing by, ready for it to land. So far, it looks good, although we might be up a little bit high, but it's okay. All right. And I like to let it go all the way to the ground. Why are the lights not changing? I know we're not up that high. All right, and let's kill the engine, flare. Let's get off some of that speed. Nice. Nice. Okay, and there we go. And that is how you would do a steep approach on the PC-12 ILS landing, and essentially full auto. What? Let's park wherever. So let's park here. And it is what it is. All right. So yeah, that's how you do that. Anybody watching, if you wouldn't mind helping me out with a like, so I get a little something on these. And the code to where we just landed is on the screen. Actually, I'll take that off since we're here now, and we'll probably do something else, do a little bit shorter flight for our next one. Let's go ahead and shut her down. Bam. All right. See y'all. I'm out of here. I guess they're just gonna sit on a plane all night. Okay. All right. So another place where I'm gonna go to. I don't know if anybody's, how many people have heard of this, but there is a private runway in North Carolina. It's on a mountain in North Carolina. Let's go there. And that code is 2 N C. Oh wait, which one is it? Is it O or 0? I always forget. Let's go here. Let's see. All right, let's say 2N. Maybe it's 0. Yeah, there we go. It's 0. Okay. So it's a strip. Look at this. It's up in the mountains. Private runway, private airport. You can only land there if you get previous with prior approval. And let's see. Let's try to. What if we want to go from Asheville regional? Departure. It's a 10-minute flight. We can make it a little bit longer, just in case somebody wants to join. And if so, let me know. I'll put the code back up to go to this private airport. Let's see if we do a departure here. 18 minutes, it's not bad. So we're gonna fly to Knoxville. And I'm certain there's not an ILS here, so it's gonna be all me. I like to do straight. Let me just check. Yeah, that's what I thought. Send to both. And let's make sure it's going to do a straight pattern. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Alright, so we have a nice little curve coming around. Looks like we got some other flyers nearby. All right, let's go for it. And welcome to those that have just joined. Welcome to Studio 36. If you don't mind, hit the like button for me and join the codes if you want to go. KDKX 2NC0. Was at 2 Nancy Charlie 0. Alright, this one, I'm not gonna have any passengers on this one. We're not gonna go through all the stuff we did before. I am gonna use this overlay this field of view, because that is very helpful. And that's really it, to be honest. So we could do a little, what do you call that? Autopilot. Once we hit the sky. What's that? I do need to know my altitude for that airport. I don't know. Do a flight level change. We'll go ahead and get auto throttle on standby. And it's going to be a heading. I guess navigation. And heading is okay. Oh, I need my altitude. 4,000. Okay, I guess. What did I say? 8,000. Let's go 7,000. 6,000. If we run into any mountains, we'll have to accept it. All right. Let's see. Gear up. Hold off the flaps for a moment. Alright, and looks like we're on the FMS. Go ahead and get the flaps all the way up. And we should continue to climb. We're in FMS right now. We'll let it do its thing, situate it. A little view of North Carolina. United States. Look at that river. And yeah, everything looks pretty good. It's a pretty easy flight. Sit back and watch it. Where's this one? This is in Burnsville, North Carolina. And while the plane is doing what it do, let's take a look. Runway 14. Have a little golf course up there. Look at that view. So that's where we're headed. Anybody wants to join in? Again, there are the codes if you want. That Kilo Delta, Kilo X-ray. I'm trying to learn numbers. To Nancy Charlie 0. And that's the runway. Everybody parks the planes right next to it. I've heard that this is a place where you're only allowed to visit 2 times in your life. Any more than that, then you have to become a resident some kind of way, pay or buy something. It's going to cost you something. Check to see where we were. It's very nice. Look at those skies, the landscape. Look at this. That's nice. Oh, look at the sun just peeking over. Look at that. That is so nice looking. You see the sun coming up as we're flying. Huh. Let's go from the side. There we go. That's a sight you want to see. We'll get a shot of that too. Look at the big head, man. Forget it. Alright. What else we got? Oh, look at that. Mountain Air Country. Here we go. just for a weekend getaway. What if I do it like this? Where's the focus? There we go. Nice. Alright, everything looks good. All the systems, no alarms yet. So yeah, folks, that's Mountain Air Country Club. That's where we're headed. I think the best scenes are early morning and in the evening. Nice and quiet. And if you're on a PS5, feel free to join. Color changes because of the reflection from the sun. Nice. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Compare fuel quantity. We're okay with that. We'll just go ahead and clear that message. Let's see. We still got a little bit to go. Probably about halfway there. So it's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, this plane. Oh yeah, it does have a visor. If it's working. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Should probably have this. Yeah, there we go. No, it's flickering, but you know, whatever. glitch in the system. No, we don't have passengers, but I'm just trying to get it. As you can see, I completely forgot. And I don't know if all right, so we got to switch this back over. Here, this one, page, switch that back. Avionics, and there we go. All right, we're already at 300. Let me get the sun visor out of the way. So I like this FMS because you can get a good look at the ground below you. Look at that. All right, see the bouncing up and down? Looks like we might have some turbulence. All right, and we're almost here. So I'm gonna have to start slowing down. All right. 5. All right, people, here we go. Let's try this again. 48. So we're gonna start descending. So we're at 56, headed down to 48. Although I wonder if I might have went down a little too early. We'll see. Probably returning pretty soon. Let's see. So the system shows I should be over there. Probably should. Maybe I'm on there like do something. Last minute intercept. We are going to take it off of navigation. And then we'll go ahead and take over. Because I want to come in pretty smooth and not have to turn at the last moment. So we're going to go ahead and abandon the FMS. Track with the system. Up a little bit. We're up to 5,000 flight level change. Okay. All right. I feel a little bit better about this one. That made me nervous. More nervous on the other system. I just wonder if I'm up high enough. And again, if you're just joining us, we're going to Mountain Air Comfort Level. Alright, let's get ready to make this turn. And let me slow us down quite a bit. Am I about to miss it? Alright, people, well, there we go. We missed our stop. Alright. We're just, we'll circle around. Alright. I want to come in. I want to come in that way. Just circle around. Took the autopilot off. Up. There it is, right there, our destination. That's not our destination. Our destination is over there. We're just gonna circle back around, that's all. Since I missed the stop. I do like to keep this back. up a little bit higher, or go back out a little further, I guess I should say. Reduce our speed. Let's make this turn. After we make this turn, I'm gonna go ahead and get these flaps. Burnsville, North Carolina. Flaps. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can do it. I know I can do it. How bad it's Alright, so I'm going to try to watch my vertical speed. That'll let me know if I'm going too steep. And I think I'm supposed to be at around 46. I'm not, I can't really remember. Alright, flaps. I don't think I'm lined up properly. But, vertical speed is actually okay. Alright, I'm going to set the cockpit. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and kill the speed. There's not a lot of room for error here. And a little bit of turbulence. Alright, there we go. Flare. Not damage any property up here. We got a little bit of a bounce, but it's alright. Woof. There we go. Hear the birds chirping up here. Alright, and another nice landing. Another nice light. No? Alright. That's cool. Alright, so we'll go down here. Go down here and park. And there we go. Nice. Uh oh, going too fast. There we go. Welcome to Burnsville, North Carolina, Mountain Air Country Club. Y'all come make yourselves at home now, you hear? Park this way. Stop it right there. That's close enough. And there we go. Shut it down. There we go, people. Can you guys hear the birds chirping? There we go. Yeah, nice. That's not my plane. There's my plane right there. The PC-24. I'm a PC-12. Who's this we have in the sky? I don't know who that is. All right. I think that was another nice flight. Private private community. Runway, whatever. Yeah. All right. Well, if anybody else wants to join, feel free. I think I might do one more super short flight, maybe like a little 15-minute flight. We'll find someplace interesting, or we'll do something super interesting. What do we have? S. Oh, there we go. Here's a good one, guys. All right. S K M D. Let's go down. Let's go down south. All right. Wait. No. I don't want to do that one right now. There's another one. TDPD is where I wanted to go. TD. There we go. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. Let's again do. Wait, where's the sun? No, I don't want to fly toward the sun. All right, so we'll do that. Now, this is a super short flight. It's not a long place or large island. So we're gonna fly from here, depart, and look at that. I mean, even that is just a 4-minute flight. I could do a little bit longer. There's a handcrafted airport. What happens if we depart from here? Oh, it's a 6-minute flight. Oh, what do you think? You know what? Let's go for it. And again, this will be a somewhat of a hand flying situation. I want to make sure everything is straight, auto. I don't like these flying these patterns. And I can just go straight in. Ascend. 500. All right, this runway. Oof, the one we're gonna land. It's you gotta be careful. And I'm gonna get rid of this live weather. We don't the clouds or whatever. It's already enough. Let's go back to the preset and clear skies. All right, let's get it. Before we take off, look at this place. I haven't been to this place. I think I have. Nice. There the hop. Whatever. Okay. Alright, well, looks like this runway's not too long, so better make sure we get it right. I said I'm gonna hand fly it, but you know, just in case I decide to change my mind while I'm in the sky. I want to go ahead and get that matched up. 4,000 is fine. Forget it. And we'll have that on standby. We'll have that on standby. And then we'll just go. Sort of get a boost. No passengers, no seatbelts. Alright, here we go. So another nice smooth takeoff. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Flaps. About 500, still climbing. Airspeed's pretty, well, we're at 142. Rudder control going. There's our destination island. Alright, got the autopilot on. Wait, what's going on? Uh-oh. Flight level change. There we go, there we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll have this intersect. Put on the FMS. And you know, I don't think I want to go to 4,000. If you're watching, you want to join. It's a super short flight, but here are the codes. TFFS, TD, PD. So that code was? takeoffs, 972. Got somebody else back there. Wait, what are they at? 737. Who's familiar? Okay. go. And that's where we're headed to. Look at that. And that looks nice. Matter of fact, that looks like the section that's on the other side of this. Look at that. Awesome. Alright, let's see. This is a really short flight, so we'll probably be getting ready to take over soon. I got a little bit. So notice it's going to go out a little bit, which is okay. We need that because we need that space. And I might even go out a little bit further. No. That's where we're flying to, friends. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take over. Alright, we're going to reduce speed. And I'll leave that up on the screen. I think my altitude is 500 or so. I need to learn to fly with the gyroscope so I can operate all these controls properly a little bit easier. So I'm going to move out a little bit. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and turn on auto throttle. I like to do that because then that's one less thing I have to worry about, and it at a minimum helps to keep me from stalling out too much. There's our field right there. Get up this little bit. Terox 972. 13,000 feet in the air. That's what I should do. I should try to land at 737 or something. See what a disaster that would be. Flaps at 30. Watch that speed a little bit more. Alright, start coming down a little bit more. Going to the full flaps. Let's make this turn. Alright. Come down low, but not clip the trees. There's this tree that sticks right up. Fairly clear. Okay. There we go. Reduce the power. Change our vertical. There we go. Nice and smooth. We got time. This plane stops pretty easy. Nice. Now, I didn't even have to reverse it if I want to, but we got it. And look at that. Another nice smooth landing. There we go. to Dominica, folks. Of course, I just damaged a few things, but you know, we'll do it that way. Not the best, parking to get here, but you know, whatever. We're here. All right. With that, folks, I think that's it for tonight. Go ahead and get those flaps up. Go ahead and shut her down. And then call it a night. So, with that, thank you all for tuning in, watching. I'll probably try to do another stream tomorrow. If you want to join me, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, and as I try to figure out how to get all the streaming stuff together, I'll put a little notice up to let you know what time I'll start, and we'll go from there. If you have any places that you want to go, feel free to drop them in the chat. Other than that, I guess it'll be a good night, everybody.